Hey y'all, Rusty here. Just wanted to take a minute on this New Year's Eve. You may be watching this after the New Year, but right now it's New Year's Eve, and just produce a little video just to really catch you up on where we are as a church, kind of looking back over the last year. But as I sit here on the cusp of a new year and really what is going to be a new decade, I'm thinking about the future, the next 10 years of our church. I'm just so excited about all that's going to happen. I mean, really, who knows what's going to take place over the next 10 years, all that God is going to do, and through you, through this church, in this community and around the world. And it's just so very exciting. And at the same time, just kind of reflecting back over the last decade of ministry and really the last 20 years of ministry, and amazed at how much God has already done. I mean, I could not have imagined 20 years ago when we started this church, all that God has done through the ministry of Cornerstone, all the people that have been touched, lives that have been changed, people who have gone literally around the world, who have taken our mission with them. And so it's just so very exciting. And by the way, we're going to celebrate all of this together on Sunday, January 26th. So you will want to put that date down. That's our 20th anniversary. That's our celebration night. That morning during the two services, we're going to worship together, and we're going to look back over 20 years of ministry that morning and celebrate that. And then that night, we're going to be looking forward to what God is calling us to do. There'll be lots of videos and testimony, and it's just going to be an awesome day. So you definitely want to mark your calendars for that as we look forward and look back. But I'm thinking also about this past year of ministry. And boy, a lot has happened. I mean, in our community, a lot of things took place, a lot of difficult things took place. And even in the midst of all of that, though, I watched our church respond so well to all of those things with compassion and kindness and generosity, both in serving and in giving. And really, it was a blessing, to watch y'all, this church, do what it did over this past year. And I'm just kind of thinking about kind of also where were as a church. We started the year, just speaking financially, kind of a low spot, and that's sort of extended into the summer. And then I sent out a letter just kind of letting everyone know where we were in the summer. And the response to that was really amazing. And then through the late summer and this fall, the financial part of our church just really went up into the right in such a beautiful way. And we are landing the year at such a good place with that. Looks like we're going to be at about $1,380,000. That's how much we took in this year, which was up over last year. And then our big give total is $148,897, which is unbelievable. I mean, really, that I don't know. It just shows how generous people in our church are, how generous you have been, and how good God is, right? And I think about the money that comes into this church is translated into ministry by God. I mean, it's God who does such amazing things. I was just pulling up some numbers here today, and looking back over this last year, we had 42 people baptized. We took in 53 new members. We impact 250 plus children throughout the year. We impact over 100 youth during the year, 100 college students. And I think about just with our college students who are a part of our ministry here. They're only here for a few years and then they go, and they are sent out to wherever they're going to get a job or the rest of their life. But they take what they've gained here spiritually with them, and that's so beautiful in terms of the ability to send people out. And a lot of people, in Auburn, they're here for a while and then they leave, and so our church impacts many people's lives that go around the world. And so I just think that's such a great calling that we have as a church here in a college town. It's a great responsibility. But when you give, it allows us to be able to do more ministry, and more lives are impacted. I think about this verse from 2 Corinthians 9:13 that says, "Because of the service by which you have proved yourselves, others will praise God for the obedience that accompanies your confession of the gospel of Christ, and for your generosity in sharing with them and with everyone else." And you know, it's like because of your obedience and because of your generosity, it's a witness and a testimony to everybody else as to the goodness of God and how much He provides for His children, how much He cares about people, how much He loves people. And so when we get to be generous together, it just it shines the light of Christ in this world in really amazing ways. And so thank you for that. I'm grateful that we get to do this together, that it's a genuine partnership of ministry. I look forward to all that God has in store for you and I in this next year. And just pray that you would be praying for our church as we continue to vision for the future and just see what God has in store for us so that we can continue to lead more people to know and serve Jesus. So thank you.